guys, welcome to my YouTube channel Fire Neurons, and here I am with the previous continuation of the previous video. Let's see what is the strong slot and filler structures. We have seen in the last video about weak slot and filler structure, that is semantic net and frames. Let's see the strong slot and filler structure in this video.
Next is the strong slot and filler structure. Here, strong slot filler structures uses hard rules to represent the knowledge. So there are two types, mainly two types: the script and the conceptuals. When you consider the script, it is a structure that describes sequence of events in the particular context. What are the particular context that you want to express? That is represented by a sequence of events. So scripts are frame-like structures used to represent the occurring experience, like shopping in a supermarket, going to the restaurant, etc. So what are the slots that the script can contain, the information or knowledge that it should contain? The various components of script can be specified by the script name, which gives the title, the track, the special situation or the specific variations that is occurring in that context, and roles is the people involved in that event described in the script, and entry condition is a required pre-situation to execute the script. What is the starting state and the end, that is the entry condition. Props is a non-living object involved in the script. That is the objects that has been along with the actors. What are the non-living objects that is included in that event? Okay. Scenes is the actual sequence of events that occur, and the result is a condition that will be true after the event has described in the script, after it has been occurred, and what is the result of it. This event is expressed by result. So these are the various components: the script name, track, roles, entry condition, props, scenes, results. Okay. So these are the, so we should concentrate on the script. By script itself, you may say that like a film, you have a different, the script has been written, and then only we see the location for that suitable event, that to be, the action that has to be taken, right? So these are components are the event based. So frame like structures. So each frame, what and all persons should be there, the two persons or the objects that should be included for that event, that all can be expressed by using the various components of script. So this is a strong slot and filler structure, giving all the minute information about the object, about the situation, about the time, everything, and what from what event to next. The sequence of event from event 1 to event 2, that is specified by the track. The special situation or the specific variations is expressed by track. So these are the various components of the script, and you should concentrate on these various components. Many questions arise from this, so be concentrate on this topic. And for example, when you consider the Rich and Knight book, or from the book, you have a script with the restaurant, and here the track is the coffee shop. That is, the situation is that you are meeting a friend after a long back, and when you are meeting her or him in this situation, and what you want to see, you want to talk a while. So standing in front of him in the middle road is very difficult, so you search for a restaurant so that you can sit and relax and talk for a while. So that is the script or the occasion that is there in the restaurant when you meet a friend and you are taking him or her to the restaurant. So the track is that you are at the coffee shop. And what is the props that is used where? What are the non-living things, living objects? That is the table, the menu, the food, the check, and the money. Okay, the roles are: S is indicated by the customer, W waiter, C is the cook, and M is the cashier, and O is the owner. So these are the roles and the props. So based on these, what are the number of objects or the props that has been used in this situation? I think this example has been used for one of the question for the previous year's net exam, that what are the number of objects when such a situation happens? What are the number of objects or props that is included in the script when you meet a person at the restaurant, or when you are sitting in a restaurant? What are the props, number of props? that is the number of objects. So that was a question. And so scene 1 and scene 2, these here p trans and all, these are the primitive concepts that is used and which could be explained in the conceptual dependencies. So these are the scenes. Scene 1, entering into it, ordering it, and then what is the entry condition here? S is hungry and S has money. The person who is taking you or entering into a restaurant, he will be hungry. That's why he is entering into the restaurant, and of course he should have money. So the next scene is that the result accordingly. The scene 3 is eating after having the food and they are exiting it. So what is the result of it? She has less money because she has given the payment to the food she has eaten. And O is the owner and O has more money, right? S is not hungry because she is satisfied with the food. She's not hungry. So S is pleased and she is happy to come after leaving from the restaurant. So these are the results. So there may be questions. What is M trans, A trans, ingest? What is that indicating? Ingest means taking out, taking in food, right? So A trans, there are different primitive concept that is used in script, which I would be explaining in the next, that is the conceptual dependency. So the main thing that you have to see is concern is that the script is having different scenes, and you need an entry condition, you need a result, it will be there, and there would be an explanation of the track, the scene 1, scene 2, scene 3, scene 4. So there are 4 scenes here as the context for the restaurant, and there are 5 props, and there are about 5 pros and honors, right? Honors or objects, and then the results comes. So these are the things that you have to note while using the while expressing the script. Next, the last one is the conceptual dependencies. This representation is used in natural language processing in order to represent or specify the sentences in English, right? It is independent of the language in which the sentences were originally stated. The sentences may be from English language, so it doesn't depend upon the language, grammar and all, but how to represent that sentence in a different way. The knowledge to be represented in a different way. That is the conceptual dependency. So whatever sentences you give, it is independent of that language. So CD representation, that is conceptual dependency of a sentence, is built out of primitives. As I said that in script also we use the same primitive languages or primitive concepts, so which are not words belonging to that language. So we are using in English language, so the words that we are expressing for this knowledge is different from the respective language. If you are using English language, P trans and all, that word is not explained in that language, right? So how to represent that? What does A trans belong to? What does P trans indicate? What does ingest indicate? These all are primitives that is used for the strong, slot and filler structure, both in script as well as the conceptual dependencies. So these primitives are combined to form the meaning of the words. So here I have given you an example. The example is, the sentence is, I gave the man a book. In conceptual dependencies, what you see is that you divide those words. Each word is divided. Okay, you just see here, I is another word and gave is represented in another, the book. Okay. So the situation here is, I gave a book, I gave the man a book. So I have given a book to a man, right? So what is that? That is represented by the indicator I with an arrow, right? Arrow, double arrow indicates two may link between the actor and an action. What is the action and the actor? That is indicated by two link. Double arrow is indicated. And here the object case relation is indicated by, or the recipient case relationship is indicated by capital R, and that is indicated that I from me only, the book has been given to man. I only give the book to the man. So I from indication to the man. Who is giving it is indicated by an open arrow, and then who is is given to the arrow is raised to the man. Okay, what is it? What is am giving to the man is what is the object? That is book. That is a book. So that book is an object, so it is indicated by O. So object case relation is indicated by O and recipient case relation is indicated by R. So I gave a book to man means an object, book is given to from me to a person, right? So R is a recipient case relation and O is an object case relation. Now here A trans is one of the primitive used by the theory. So it gives the transfer of possession because first is the book was with me. It was with me, so I have the possession to that, right? So I gave the book to the person, the man. So I am giving the movement of an object which is with me, which is in my possession, was being transferred to another person. That is the transfer of possession, right? That is indicated by the primitive A trans, which is always written in capital letters, right? So it is one of the primitive that is used. Gave, right? Gave. So what is that? Your transfer of possession. Here give is the present tense and gave is the past tense. So since to indicate that, P indicates the past tense. Okay. So if it is present tense, it won't indicate anything. So double arrow indicates to may link between the actor and the action. I and the action is A trans, give. Arrow indicates the direction of dependencies, how the book is given to, the action is with the book. So this is the way that is represented in the conceptual dependencies. And let us see the various primitives that has been used. A trans is a transfer of an abstract relationship, that is give and transferring this possession. P trans is the physical location, that is go. Go, went. Went means went is used. I went to the school. What is that? I went to school. So what is the relationship between I and school? And what? How? Means went. So that is an action. So that is represented by P trans because I am moving physically from one location to another. That is P trans. Propel means the application of physical force. When you push or pull, that is propel. Move means movement of a body part. You are just shaking your body part, then you may say that it is moving. When your whole object is moved from one location to another, we say it is by using the primitive action P trans. When you move some of your body parts, organs, you may say that it is move. Okay. Then grasp is grasping of an object by an actor, that is throw, catching, etc. And ingest is ingesting an object by an animal. You are eating it, ate, eat, etc. That and all comes in ingest. Expel is expulsion of something from the body. When you cry, when you laugh, like that, that all comes from the, when you speak, that and all comes from the, speak is another primitive is there. So production of sound is speak. And then M-build is building new information out of old, that is decision making and all can be spelled by M-build. M-trans is transfer of information, that you, when you speak, tell, or when you convey something to others, you say that M-trans. Attend is focusing on a sense organ towards a stimulus, listening to what you others say, that and all comes on attend. Okay. So these are the various primitive actions. Just read it off and be aware of these primitive actions. And the part of primitive see the actions is that there are 6 categories of the object. PP is the picture producers, that is the physical objects are physical producers. Act is the actions are done by an actor to an object. A person performs some action, that is an actor, so that is represented by act. Locks is the location where the situation takes place, and from the source as well as the destination, that can be represented by log. Times is takes place at a particular location at a specified time, that can also be indicated by the absolute scale or relative scale. And action aiders are modifiers. Modifiers mean you are describing some actor. Actor propel has a speed factor associated with that, which is an action aider. And picture aider serves as an aids of picture producers. Every object which serves as PP, that is picture producers, which object you are indicating, whether it is beautiful, that is picture aids. Action, when the person is very fast in driving, you are indicating some persons who have an extra quality of ability of experience in driving, so that is action aiders. So the characteristics of a PP or the picture producers are set considered by PA, and when you explain the characteristics of an actor, you may say that it is action aiders. So these are the 6 categories of an object that are specified in a conceptual description, conceptual dependencies of representation, knowledge representation. So these all, this SWOT is knowledge representation, and summarizing it, you have weak slot filler structure and strong slot filler structure. The main weak slot filler structure is semantic net and frames, and strong slot filler structure is script and conceptual dependencies. That's all for this video. Thank you.